What's up, you guys? I hope you're very well. I hope you're having a very nice afternoon. Um, Long time no see on this channel. Uh, Today we have an update on this build that was featured in the channel some time ago, and this was a bit neglected. I moved, I changed homes, and this was left behind in my mother's house. And to her credit, it hasn't died. Most of the moss is still there. I did remove the bouquet philandras that were growing here, and I just moved them to a different project. Um, but we can see that this definitely needs some little tweak here and there. Yeah. So it's covered with cling film, which you can see it's now useless. So I'm going to remove it completely. And if we look inside, we can see the jungle that's growing in it. Yeah. So, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to prune some of the things that need to be pruned, see what it looks like at the moment, and yeah, we'll move on from there. We'll continue from there. Yeah. So, I'm going to place the camera down. I'm going to whip out the little scissors to prune, and yeah, we'll see what we have. Yeah. If there is something interesting that needs to be said, well, I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to give you a closer look, right? At the moment, you can see that it's like two sides, and in the middle, we have sort of like the water feature for this build. A bunch of ferns have grown out of the moss or from within the moss. So that's what we can see here. This has been blocking the light. Some of the leaves on the ferns have died because of that, but most of them are fine, right? They're doing okay. In fact, I see this maidenhair fern that we have over here. This is actually beautiful. This is one of my favorite ferns, but I never seem to be able to grow it outside of a terrarium. If I transplant them, they die. Maybe because they need to get acclimated to the outside conditions. And that leads me to today's topic because you see the cling film that was completely useless by now. You know, it's all stretched out and dirty and whatever. So because this has got so much water in it, you can see the water level here. I think I'm going to leave this without any sort of lid or anything. It's just going to be like a little aquarium that you're going to top off from time to time. And even though it's going to be a little bit more labor intensive, this is where I normally spend my afternoons. So it'll only be a matter of replenishing the water, you know, um, get it back to the right water level, and I think the plants can adapt to that conditions, right? So we'll see what happens. So I'll start pruning, and then I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll see what the end result is like. Yeah. Oh, sorry about the noise, but the cat had kittens, so you might hear uh, you know little cries for help from time to time. So anyway, I'm gonna pause the video, and yeah, we'll continue. Here I go. So here we are. I cleaned most of it, and to my mom's credit, you can see that most of it survived, but it's in that stage where it's about to start dying. You know, the moss, it's about to start dying massively. And especially this section over here that was right underneath that hole in the cling film that I showed you a couple of minutes ago. It's really dried up. But this is something that's just going to spring back into its previous form, um, a couple of days after I start watering it normally. And after I fill it, sorry, after I fill it with water. Yeah. So you can see over here the different types of moss that we have. And originally, the design had like a little island in the middle that also had like moss. Uh, in its final stages, I didn't have any livestock, no snails, no nothing. And over here, you can see a little twig of Hydrocotyle tripartita, or the Japanese pennywort. And you can see that it's yeah, a nice little build that I really, really like. Um, so the only thing that's left for us to do is to water it. Yeah. So I'm going to water it profusely over here, especially the area that was really dried up. And once I am satisfied with the moisture level over here, I'm just going to fill the bottom. Yeah. And yeah, this is short and very, very simple update that I wanted to show you guys in this video. I'm going to continue filling it up with water, show you what it looks like when it's finished. Yeah. So here I go. So here we are. Water level is back to normal. And this is how much I pruned. So you can see that now the light will reach the moss more easily. And in no time, this is going to go back to its former glory. So that's it for this little guy. And I also wanted to show you a couple of other projects that we've been working on in this channel or in my bonsai channel, which, by the way, you can really help me out by subscribing to. This is my little micro Cerisa forest. You can see that it's looking not the best at the moment, but that's because I've been pruning it a lot. If you like bonsai or forestry, really gardening in general, you know that sometimes you gotta prune some branches so that they don't cross, so that they don't cover other important branches. So that's what I've been doing here. But in the future, this is gonna fill out, and or in this case, fill in, and in this case, uh, it's gonna look really cool. Also, I've been using the cuttings. You can see over here that the cerisas are one of the most well adapted plants when it comes to rooting by cuttings. You just have to cut it, put it in the soil, and that's it. It's almost like a guaranteed success. It's almost like a guarantee that you'll get another little cerisa. So that's what I've been doing so that we can have more than 3 specimens in this little microforest. So yeah, that's the second little project that I wanted to show you. You can see, by the way, in my bonsai channel, the process of how I made it. And I also wanted to show you this. This is a little bonsai slash terrarium. This is a little cedar, but it's grown in this little terrarium where I planted some moss. I used some little stones, and this is a mini size. So you can see that it fits here in the palm of my hand. So that's kind of cool. If you keep this in a well lit spot and you water sufficiently, you should have no problem keeping this in a desk, maybe under a grow light, yeah, or in a balcony somewhere near the window, on your desk under one of those little USB grow lights. This is a really, really cool little project. Maybe in a different video, I'll show you um, how I make them, because I make them and sometimes I sell them. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you continue to have a very good day. If you're not having one, I hope everything works out. And yeah, I'll see you pretty soon. If you have any comments, doubts, questions, or anything, drop them down below. Subscribe to my other channel. Subscribe to this channel, please. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.